I love you.
I love you too.
What are you doing right now?
Working.
On what?
We're gonna go get Robert a truck. Hold on, I made a list. We've been looking for a truck for Robert. A lot of people that have been watching our videos for a while know about Robert. He's the guy that will tell you he wants a 77 Dodge Club Cab pickup, and then you'll research those for a couple of days, and then he'll call you up and say, no, I want you to look at a 62 Ford Ranchero. Robert, we're done with Rancheros. Matter of fact, you got one left on the property. Robert's going to be here next week. So, this is what I've been looking at for Robert over the last few months.
Does it go into reverse at all?
Not anymore. I was hoping it was just like some solenoid thing or something, but...
Well, I think these might have a reverse band in it if it's got the old cast iron FMX in it.
Some of the badges
I always say a horse costs you $500 a month.
All right, I'm going to talk to him, and but that's the video description of it. Missing a couple emblems and things like that.
And they're not sick then. They're sick in the
I'll let you look at this, Robert, and I'll talk to him, and we'll leave the ball in your court.
direction of the state.
Classic Truck Rescue. Peace out.
We went and looked at a green Dodge long bed 2-wheel drive with some other friends from the Netherlands, and he passed on that. I'll show you what kind of condition that was in. I kind of would have went with that, but anyways. And then when my buddy Bill was here, and we got Brutus Bumpside, the F600 tow truck running, Bill and I went and looked at a gold Dodge long bed 2x2. Oh, excuse me, it was after we looked at 2 Dodges that he decided he wanted to look at a 62 Ranchero. We went and looked at 62 Ranchero.
My concern is with the rust around the frame, because this is a unibody, and that's actually frame rust.
My wife
And that. That's right where your springs mount, so that concerns me.
One guy said yeah.
And then it's not welded to the unibody, or the faced stuff. How long have you had it, Jim?
3.5 years, I think.
Yeah. Did it have any of this bubbling going on when you got it?
Not that I was aware of. And then it kind of sat in my carport. Like I say, if he'd have welded it, I don't think that would have happened. So, but I can't imagine you bundling over a hole either. So,
Yeah.
For you on?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
cool.
Yeah, he's trying to find something for his lady, and she thinks this thing's cuter than heck. So you're at 27 on it?
Right.
And that thing was like a sculpting Bondo masterpiece, wasn't it, honey? But then when I crawled underneath it on the side of the road, there was rot all around where the leaf springs mount and everything, so we checked that one off the list. And then, I don't know if I have these in the right order, but I have all of them. And then we went and looked at a 76 Dodge Power Wagon clear up in Washington.
Solid axle Toyota, and so that door handle,
Yeah.
you pick up on it as you open it, then it opens. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
But like seriously, like just like a little bit up and then out.
All right.
So if like you want to try it, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
This too, if you want to use it, goes on the charger. I'm missing the horn button and that stuff, but the tack works, the light works, all that.
All right. Have you ever peeled this stuff up on the floorboard to
I actually
see
haven't.
what's going on under there? Is that fiberglass?
It looks like someone did that, yeah.
Oil pressure gauge don't work?
What's that?
Does the oil pressure gauge work?
It should.
Well, it goes down to 0.
It was at 40 earlier. I think it takes a second for it to pump up or something. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Do you know if the temperature gauge works?
Yeah, it does work.
Does the alternator gauge work?
I don't think it does because there's one down there.
Oh, yeah. Well, put out 16 volts. I got a customer that's pretty interested in this truck.
Is that the guy that called me?
From the Netherlands.
What?
Robert.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why? He's bought 5 trucks from me, I think. Something like that.
I mean, I assumed he was from like a different state, not a different country.
No, he comes over here every now and then, and he takes vehicles home with him.
It's not perfect, but like that fender right there and that door and all that shit was like red at some point, and I don't know what someone did, but the rest of the truck was always green, and this fender was red. So I don't know if someone replaced it because of the rust or what. Because I'm not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, it's got, my only problem is it's got some serious floor issues, which you can see from the bottom, but you can't see from the top without pulling all this stuff that somebody's put on there.
I
and I can see where they fiberglassed the heck out of it.
Someone must have been like working on boats for a living that had this truck or something.
Yeah. I don't know. He may want to do the work. He's got skills, you know.
The good thing about floors is you don't see it, so if you do a bad job welding it, you can just cover it up.
Yeah.
that was a total rust bucket and had oil dripping from anything that would hold a viscous liquid type material. All of them were leaking: engine, transmission, front end, rear end. And it had a more fiberglass on it than a 30-foot bay liner. Anyway.
Where do you come up with this?
Well, that's the truth, though. And then we also, oh, and we have a 78 Ranchero on the property that's been sitting here for a year. And that's getting stripped down and out of here when he
I
comes
thought you were
next.
going to turn that into a demolition derby rig.
We'll see what's left when Robert gets done hacking on it. He's going to take some parts back for his other Ranchero, and then whatever's left. Oh, we got another truck that we need to show you on the way out. We might use that to take care of that. And then I've looked at 10 to 15 other trucks just on the internet and calling people. And I love you, Robert. I'm not beating on you right now. But what I'm saying is, I've looked at one. The green Dodge, the gold Dodge, the 62 Ranchero. Oh, we almost got mugged one night. We went to Felony Flats in southeast Portland. Classic Truck Rescue heading out to do a video inspection on a 1973 Chevy short bed 4-wheel drive. A couple little red flags already going on. One, I've asked for the person's address 3 times. Told them we'd be more than happy to meet them at the house. But they want to meet us at the Fred Meyer on 82nd and Foster Road. The person that asked me to inspect this vehicle said that it was located in Multnomah Village, which is an upscale Portland suburb. 82nd and Foster Road in Portland is what we call Felony Flats. The truck looks beautiful. It looks like maybe a solid truck as long as it runs good. That's all cool and everything. But it's been my experience that if a person will not let you come to their home to view a truck, A, either they're trying to rob you, or B, the truck ain't legit.
Or could be option C, since you did say they lived in an upscale area of Multnomah County. Maybe they think that we're bad guys and they don't want us knowing where they live because they think we're gonna rob them.
Yeah, well, that, do you know why that theory doesn't wash, Jamie?
I don't know,
Because they told me they live 5 blocks off 205, and Multnomah Village is about 5 blocks off I-5, which is about 25 miles west of us. So if they live 5 blocks off I-205, they live in
Felony Flats.
And these guys wouldn't meet us at their house. They had to meet us in the Fred Meyer parking lot. And in the pictures, we were encouraged by this truck because he had switched to a 77 Chevy short bed 4-wheel drive, which is a long cry from a Dodge long bed or a Ranchero. But we went to look at it. These guys rolled in and they had just freshly painted it. The paint was still wet with black primer, and crawled under that, and everything was dripping fluids that possibly could be. And I zoomed in with the camera on a quarter panel and asked the guy if it had any Bondo on it. He said no. And I'm looking at this pile of mud that they forgot to sand down. And then Jamie and I went and looked at the VIN tag, which had scratches all over it and brand new screws. Remember that?
Yeah, Phillips head screwdrivers.
Yeah. And we had people rapidly approaching us from all angles, and we decided to pass on that and get out of there. Can you remember any others? Anyway, what I'm getting it at is, if you live overseas and you want me to find a truck for you, tell me exactly what kind of truck you want. Tell me what your budget is, and I'll go find you the best truck for your money. Because we're going to go look at one right now. We got Gopher hooked up to the mole. We're rolling southbound on I-5 right now to go check out what I think might be a diamond in the rough. 78 Chevy 3/4 ton camper special. Looks like it only has surface rust on it to me. Original owner family. The guy's father bought it brand new. He passed away. The mother gave it to the son. The son had a newer truck. He said I drove it a couple times and then parked it but couldn't get rid of it because it was my dad's truck and he bought it new. And now he's ready to part with it. Hadn't been on the road for a while, but might go out on a limb on this one, Robert, because I've stacked the deck in my favor. I still have the 78 GMC fully loaded with every option. And in front of that, I got the Mule 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive. And then we got another one that a good friend of mine dropped off the other day. 77 Chevy 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive, lifted, big block 4-speed. So I'm pretty confident in buying this truck, even if it has a couple of it ain't running issues, because I'm pretty sure I can get it running. As long as it's solid and straight, I can fix everything else. So, oh, and also, the reason Robert has gone to a long bed 2-wheel drive pickup is because he's decided that he wants me to find him a camper to put on it. Deja vu going on here, folks. But I've stacked the deck in my favor because this one's camper special. It's already got the mirrors on it and the camper tie downs on it. So let's go check out this. Oh, and also, I've had a lot of comments. Rick, you haven't had a video on for 3 weeks. Well, Rick's getting older. And over the last month, I've had about 5 dentist appointments. Homie's getting a new grill because I'm tired of not being able to smile and
I think your
not being
smile's
comfortable.
beautiful.
Anyway, my teeth were really bad. I was having a hard time talking, smiling, eating. So I decided it was time to man up and deal with that. And matter of fact, just got back from the dentist an hour and a half ago. Had 2 more inked, all done, having my teeth inked. Now they'll start putting new ones in. And so I'm happy about that. And we'll film the 77 Chevy 4-wheel drive on the way out, and then let's go south and see what I found for you, Robert. Let me find the trucks. Let me do my job. Classic Truck Rescue. Peace, we'll be back.
Why you have beautiful eyes.
Well, that's a good thing, because I ain't got no teeth. Oh, and also, I hired a guy. Come on, honey.
Oh, shoot.
I hired a guy to help me get organized out here. When's the last time you saw him, honey?
Back in the day when there used to be TV shows other than reality shows.
Anyway, so he helped me empty everything out. We got Curtis. Curtis, the moving van. Tell him how Curtis talks, honey. Anyway, we got Curtis fired up, emptied out. Got that container all emptied out. So it's all tools on the left, parts on the right, and body parts in Curtis, and got him relocated where he's strategically blocking the view from the road. But now I got to put everything back, build shelves, but I do have shelf material. And get everything organized. And go put a new roof on my mom's shed this weekend.
And catch some trout.
Yes. And we'll get all that done. Oh, also, and we went on a family fishing trip in the stinking Lincoln Black Angus.
Yeah, that guy was bugs.
That's why he's got all the bugs on the front of him. He performed flawlessly. Got a couple little things we got to work on because he's going to Disneyland next month. And I've been busy. Oh, and my dad broke his hip, broke his hip. Help, I can't get up. That was him. 18 hours he sat in my mom's house.
But he loses.
With a broken
He's
hip.
doing
He's
good.
doing good. He got
He's
a
got
new
a
hip.
bionicle hip.
But home scout's got to fill in a little bit. And we love you, Lou. And we're glad you're recovering. But that's why I haven't had a video. If that makes sense, that's why I haven't posted a video for 3 weeks. Also, we just figured out the new camera, kind of got it dialed in, and the old camera died. You guys still haven't seen the rafting trip that went bad, that killed a couple of cameras. Let's go get the Chevy truck, or look at it.
All right.
But if
Let's look around.
I'll get that cleaned up. Let's get out of here. Come on.
You keep talking to me like I'm Annabella.
Come on. So this is another reason I'm feeling pretty confident about 78 Chevy, because we got this 77 Chevy 4-wheel drive right here that we haven't named yet. Very, very good friend of mine It was sitting in his yard. Back up, honey. Let's get a look at this guy.
Back up?
Yeah. Keep going. Come on. Anyway, keep going. They want to see all of them. Jamie gets nervous anytime the gear selector's in the R position. Anyway, we haven't named this guy, but a very, very good friend of mine had it, and it didn't fit his needs, and it was just getting dusty in his yard, and he brought it over here and said, hey, Rick, this is what I want. Told me what he wanted, and said, I'll just leave it here until you come up with what I want. I like guys like that. Knows what he wants, tells you what he wants, brings the truck over, says, give me a call when you got what I want. So, let's bring this trailer down to Eugene, Oregon, and check out the truck we're getting for Robert. Hopefully, I won't pull the trigger unless it's right, but I think it's right, folks.
Hey.
There's no going back. Story behind this. You said it's
My dad bought
been
a brand
in your
new.
family.
Yeah, Dad bought a brand new in '79, and then I inherited it. He passed away. Then when my mom passed away, I got it, and so I drove it very little.
Takes a while to let go of some things, huh?
Well, I had scrap metal piled up and around here, and I finally hauled that in the other day, and and so it was I should get rid of it. It's not doing me any good. Like I said, I should have sold it probably 8-10 years ago.
All right, honey, can you come over here? Common problem with these things is the door bottoms rust out, and the rockers.
Yeah. I know it's amazingly pretty rust free.
Can you see that?
Not very good.
Well, I can. Got the original radio in it.
Everything.
The dash pad does have some cracks in it.
Got the original books in the glove box.
Door panels are awesome. Look at that. Camper special, which means that this truck was designed to haul a camper.
Yeah, they had a fifth wheel that I rode in between my mom and dad in junior high down to Florida and back in the state. They had a fifth wheel trailer, and it still has the holes here where the fifth wheel was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was back then.
So all the glass is good, huh?
All the glass is good.
Grill's good.
Hood's starting
The
to
bow
buckle.
tie's starting to peel just a little bit,
Man, yeah.
but the grill's nice.
Yeah,
Bumper's straight.
bumper's good.
No rust. No rust.
There's surface rust all over it. The hood's,
Yeah, I see that.
hood's starting to buckle like they do, That was a common thing.
Surface rust on this side on the rocker and door bottom, but no rot. Look at that. Look at the original carpet.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Yeah, it's like I say, if I would have sold it 8-10 years ago, it didn't have the dash
Keys in the
cracks.
ignition.
The seat was cracked, but it didn't have the as much rust.
Cab corners are solid. These lips always rust down on these things.
Yeah.
Got all the original hubcaps on
It's
it.
got dual tanks on it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got some friends that live in the Netherlands, and I've been looking for a truck for them for about 6 months now. And I'm gonna look at the engine real quick. But they want to come over here and get a camper and put it on a pickup. Oh, when's the last time you had the hood open? No, don't yank on it.
Well, he said it's buckling.
Yeah, it's starting to buckle like they all do, but
I really got to make sure the engine's not froze up on it.
sure.
Do you have any WD-40?
Yeah. In fact,
you
I had
get
it
some?
open. I sprayed it on there. It should pop open. I think if we... Here, let me give it a shot.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good deal. Big block, 454 Chevy,
454, yeah.
power steering, power brakes.
steering. Yep, no AC.
Everything original.
Yep.
No rot on the inner fenders.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wired
I
up
just
for
need
the...
to see one thing here, my friend.
All right.
Well, it's got a clutch fan, so I can't use the fan.
Oh, you want shit on it or something? Down in the
If we can get
crankshaft?
a bolt or a socket on that harmonic balancer bolt, if the engine's not locked up, I'll buy it.
All right. Well, I
Cruise
guarantee
control.
it's not, but
Look.
I might even be able to throw a battery on it. I might have one I
Yeah,
can put on
if you
here.
got one, we can just bump it over. That's all I want.
All right, let me see
If
what I
that
got.
motor turns, it's sold. Oh my God, look at that, Jane.
It's the mule.
No, it's not. I
not?
believe the patina on this thing. Tilt, cruise control, power steering, power brakes.
So how much work would it take for them to be able to drive it?
64,000 original miles. Wow. Full gauge package. Got the, not the dummy lights, the gauges. Original AM FM radio. Holy cow. It needs cleaning up, but you know, we got soap. Look at that. No rot. No rot. Look at that. I've never seen one of these square bodies with a rocker that solid. Oh my God. All right, the seat needs a little work. It's not a
Seat
big
cover
deal.
on it. The doors close really good.
64,000 original miles. Oh my God. Camper special. It's got the little KOA thing on it. No rot. It will need some rear tires. Probably I would put a whole set of tires on this thing. But if that motor's not locked up, this baby's going home.
See his El Camino over there? White one?
I gotta call Robert real quick. We'll need to see cover and gas cap, power steering, automatic, cruise control.
Hey! You pulled all his stuffing out.
Well, it was all sagging down and everything.
Now what? You're gonna have to call 1-800
Oh yeah.
Miso.
Zandoff and Bradshaw-Mabuki itch Steen for a class action lawsuit because I'm probably going to come down with some asbestos related
Mesothelioma.
You're going to have to handle that for me, Robert. Let's go and load it.
And
Well, we got the, turns out to be a 79 Chevy 3/4 ton camper special big block truck home. And I spent a little time going over it today. Turned the engine over a lot by hand, and then also disconnected the power wire to the distributor, spun it over without power going to the coil, and got my oil pressure up. Here, let me show them. It didn't have a battery, so I got a custom battery installation going on right there. That's just for startup purposes. If the truck starts and runs Then I'll go get a brand new battery for it, and correct one, because it has side post terminals on it, and all my stuff's old, and all I have is top post batteries. But if it runs, it's worth going getting a new battery for it. Been over the truck a little more. All the exterior sheet metal is solid on it.
This is the first time we've seen it during the day.
Yeah, and well, I've seen it a little bit. Checked all my fluids and everything. The radiator was about 1.5 gallons low, but the good news is these big block Chevys have huge radiators in them, and I think they hold 4 or 5 gallons. So put 1.5 gallons of water in there, that topped that off, and nothing's leaking out the bottom, which is awesome.
He's got all new wires on his firewall, looks like.
I think that's stuff for the camper, honey. I really do. I think that's part of it.
What's the whole vice script setup right there?
Well, as I was saying, I don't have any side post batteries, and it's got side post terminals on it. So I'll get it right, but I'm not going to go buy a battery for it if the motor's toast. So let's see if it runs. And then you'll need to go back over there.
Let's see if it runs.
Let's see if she'll fire up. I do have the coil hooked back up, so it's live and ready to go.
Want to just give him a peek of the inside?
The interior's dirty. The seat needs a little bit of work, but it's got really nice door panels on it. The doors are completely solid on the bottom. Driver's side rocker doesn't even have a hint of rust on it. And it needs a dash cap and a seat cover.
It's got a radio.
And maybe some carpet. I'm hoping that radio works. Factory original AM FM radio. Truck's equipped with trailer brakes. It's got a tilt steering column and cruise control, and it's a camper special. Gross vehicle weight, 8,200 gross vehicle weight. So what's good about that is Robert and Yvonne, those are free, no charge for those. Robert and Yvonne want to get a camper, so we got one that's already got the hooky dookies on it, and this truck was built to haul a camper. So
oh, it's got all, look at its hubcaps are all four, nice. Oh, here we go, drum roll. Fire.
I did pour a little fresh gas down the carburetor. It's got dual tanks and everything on it. I smelled, pulled the caps off and smelled the tanks. They don't smell bad, but they always need just a little fresh gas so you're not just
Wanna make a wager?
No.
What? Robert? This bud's for you.
60 pounds of oil pressure right off the bat. 60 pounds of oil pressure.
Last time this thing was registered was 2011.
This truck has 64,000 original miles on it. If you look at the pads on the accelerator and the
Hey, it's got a
boy,
full
it's
tank.
actually idling,
It's got
honey.
a full tank of gas.
Oh, that's not good. I was hoping to have a little room for some freshy to go in there. Wow, that's pretty good.
Dang, for not running for how many
I'm not going to
years?
try those wipers because I think we need to clean all that stuff off.
Let's see if his headlights work.
All right, go ahead. Both of them, check the tail lights. Oh, wait, while you're there, check turn signals. We got an indicator in here. Good out there? All right. Got a right indicator. Check the back ones, honey. Not a bad truck. 40-year-old Chevy truck. All right, I'm gonna put that fresh gas in because the fuel sending unit just got unstuck in it. See how it went down to a little under a quarter tank?
Oh.
So I'm gonna put 5 gallons of fresh gas in it, and but good signs. The heaters,
Come over to his other tank.
the heater's working.
He's got 2 tanks, right?
Yeah, the heater works.
Wow.
So
He's got AC too.
nice windshield. It does need a rearview mirror. All the glass is good.
No, it doesn't have AC, honey. The radio's not working, but that could be a fuse. I will check all the fuses, but right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this unloaded off of the trailer, and we'll make sure the transmission works. The brake pedal feels real good on it. It does need a tune-up, probably. Been sitting a while, but Jamie's going to work her magic on the interior, and what do you mean maybe?
If you're lucky.
If I'm lucky. All right.
It's hot out today.
It is very hot out today. Anyway, we're glad it runs. Sounded to me like it might have been had a muffler hanger bracket rattling a little bit. Jamie. All right, we'll be back. Classic Truck Rescue. Peace out.
I'll bet you wasn't expecting to see me. So, I'm going to show Rick the finer points of his fire engines. I saw auxiliary. Suction and discharges. And I got to wondering, auxiliary. I ain't never seen auxiliary before. One thing I must note is that he has me out here in the horse poop. I don't want to be in horse poop, but here we go.